Hello everybody, my name is Lila Klo. I am a Black African living in the United Kingdom. In the year 2020, Black people are still being killed. In the year 2020, hatred for Black people continues. In the year 2020, discrimination against Black people continues. I have thought long and hard whether to actually talk about what's been going on or just absorb everything that I'm saying. And not just talk about it, or just talk about it. I have thought long and hard, not because I felt nothing, but I think I felt numb. I felt really numb seeing what's been going on after all those years. After all those years, Black people are still victims of hatred. Black people are still victims of discrimination. Black people are still treated like nothing. Why? Why should I suffer just because of the color of my skin? Why should my brothers, my sisters, our children, our great-grandchildren, our fathers, our mothers, why should they still suffer? In a world that's supposed to be free, in a world where they talk about democracy, in a world which seems so free, why in the year 2020 that this is still happening? I thought I could talk about it because really this should not continue. Only if you've lived it would you know. The pain you feel inside. Watching George Floyd being treated that way, watching George Floyd being killed in front of the world, How bad can it get before anybody does something about it? How bad does it have to get before anybody understands that Black lives do matter? I thought about it so much and felt that I needed to say something. I think change needs to come. Change needs to come. I felt angered. I felt frustrated when I saw that the statue of Edward Colson, some slave master, his statue that was erected in Bristol was brought down, and all some people could do is get angry and frustrated and annoyed that people are vandalizing. They're ruining this monument. Why would anybody care so much more about a slave trader, a slave master's monument being demolished, and not care as much about Black lives? For so many years, Black people have suffered in so many ways. In so many ways, nobody has cared. Even just this time, when people are protesting to be heard, really? Really? Instead of actually taking the message to do something. It's one thing to talk about it, but to do something about it is another thing. I actually thought about it long and hard and thought, what really makes people hate other people so passionately to get to the point of actually killing them just for the color of the skin? A lot of racism comes from generation to generation. People are fed the wrong information. I didn't think about it and thought, all this hatred that came from colonial masters and slave masters, all this has just carried on and carried on through generations. And you'd think in 2020, by 2020, all this should have been gone ages ago. And to see it continue and nobody seems to say anything, that chain needs to break. We're just like anybody else. Our lives matter. A lot of hatred, discrimination is triggered by a lot of prejudices, stereotypes. Some people just hate you before you even say anything. Why is that? It's because of prejudice. It's because of stereotypes. It's very easy to make judgments about people based on very few facts. Some people have been told years and years ago that black people are bad. It's up to this generation to change that. It's up to this generation to start getting to know people for who they are and not by the color of their skin. These judgments mostly are based on stereotypes. And people treat people as if the stereotypes they have of them are true without getting the facts. Stereotypes do not take the fact that humans are complicated and unique. Stereotypes suggest that all members of a group are just the same and sums up their whole personality. People have made up their mind that black people are I don't know what, whatever they were told, without actually getting to know. Just like any other race, a group of people will rarely share the same characteristics. That is why it is important to know somebody beyond the color of their skin. To get to know people instead of just hating the color of their skin. Stereotypes are rigid. People have to learn to embrace diversity and stop judging people by the color of their skin. Prejudices and stereotypes are fixed in people's minds. Until people change their way of thinking and embrace everybody and look beyond the color of their skin, that's when change will come. Stereotypes can be positive and negative, but usually negative. Even positive ones are often unfair because they stop us seeing people for what they are. Stereotyping leads to prejudice, which leads to discrimination. That is why I'm talking about this. So, all I wanted to say is that change needs to come. I love being black. I love being different. This is what makes me unique. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for watching. George Floyd, and many others that have died. That have died. May their soul rest in peace. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you.